LiveHipHopDaily.tv.
Hey man, welcome back to the Good Hennec Show.
We're back.
Y'all some food too. Like you just can't throw that out there right before we come on the air and think it ain't gonna be like full of laughter here.
What, man?
So what we was talking about, follow, you can go to our Snapchat right now, Good Hennec Show. Actually, that's on Straight Out the Den that I just did, but you can follow us on Snapchat, Good Hennec Show. We took y'all word for it. We went ahead and did it. But we were just talking about there's a remix that's being done. Is it official? Is it okay to talk? Say
It's done.
It's done. Okay, so yeah, with the Nas jumped on March Madness, and we were just having our debate like we always do here, Nas versus 3 Stacks, and the homie, the Renaissance was like, man, we need to go ahead and put that in the air, and just go ahead and say like 3 Stacks hop on that March Madness remix. We would love to hear that. I think that would be so dope for the people to hear that. So yeah, definitely. So with that being said, man, welcome the homie, the Renaissance, to the show. How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? I'm feeling pretty good, man. What's going on?
Man, coolin', man. I appreciate you for coming through. Hennessy over there on Snapchat or something like that.
Snapping it up.
Hey,
Kevin
Yeah.
Gates on the side.
Hey,
you
yeah,
did. We got Kevin Gates on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy to talk about Kevin Gates on the show. So we, like I said before we went to break, ran into you. Was it probably like 3 or 4 months ago?
Nah, matter of fact, I think it's crazy how everything happened because I met Sign Me Up.
Okay.
Sign Me Up doing community service over the summer.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Habitats. Next thing you know, we get to talking, and you know, he's like, "Yo, I got this little thing. You know, I'm a lover of music. We get to talking. I tell him I do music. He listens to my stuff. He's like, "Oh, come through for Pack Lounge."
Mhm.
So then that was I think like June or July.
We're gonna
something
switch
like
these mics on you right here.
Yeah.
It's all good. We're live, people. That's how we
Live.
do stuff. Yeah.
Check. Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, ended up meeting Fire Me Up. You know, good vibes, good people. Then he told me about the Pag Lounge, and then I think we had met when I came through and did that set. I think Div Dub was there.
Yeah.
Melody Rain was in the building.
Yeah.
John Michaels was there, but I've been knew John Michaels because he went to Morehouse.
Okay.
And yeah, it was a cool set. So I just came in, you know, filling it out.
Yeah.
But that was last summer, like June, July. So I think this time around.
Yeah.
That's why I think it was so cool. Like, you know, whole new year. I think I've evolved as an artist.
Mhm.
Definitely, stage presence was a whole new level. So it's a good feeling.
So you went to Morehouse.
Yeah, I go to Morehouse. Yeah,
You go to Morehouse. Okay. What's
sophomore?
What's hey man, keep pushing, man. I like that. What's life like at Morehouse these days, man?
It's more so like life in the AUC. Cause I'm 19. I'm a young head. You know. So just dealing with freedom. That's any college experience, you know.
Right.
But being in Morehouse, especially being in a place where their main focus is to cultivate, you know, and produce and make better black men.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do nothing but appreciate that. You know, there's always one side and the other side of everything. You know, you got Spelman right across the street.
True.
You know, so that's gonna be a good thing. You got Clark right there, so you got the feel. Unfortunately, Mo B ain't around like it used to be, so I ain't never got a feel of that. But
That's Morris Brown for y'all that don't know. Yeah.
I think the best thing about Morehouse, and I'm gonna say this, I feel like the feeling is better outside the classroom than in. You know, the connections. You know, today's person you sit next to today could be like tomorrow's like Jay-Z. You know, tomorrow's J. Cole. So tomorrow's, you know, P. Diddy, Gary Coleman. So it's just like making those connections now.
So Morehouse is a all male school.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
All male
I know
HBCU.
Spelman is the girl ones. Okay, cool. So you out there with Jadakiss son and all that.
Something like that. I don't be knowing, you know.
Yeah, you kind of do your own thing.
Word.
I heard there's some celebrities that have children that go there, but
Yeah,
they stay real low key though.
What made you choose that particular college? Like what?
So it was around the time. It's crazy how it happened. It was senior year. You know, I think of myself as a really intelligent person. So it's like you coming down the hallway and seeing everybody putting up these acceptance letters. I was one of those people. You know, if I feel something, I'm gonna put all my eggs in one basket. You know, unfortunately. So I was trying to go to Savannah College of Art and Design, art school. You know, either do a double major in architecture and like performing arts, or you know, something like that. Just all within the vicinity of the arts. I got accepted to SCAD. Thought everything was finished. Then one of my teachers, he was like, you know, getting in college is the easy part.
Yeah, that's the easy part.
Paying for it.
Amen.
Paying for it.
Still paying student
So now
loan.
I'm submitting every piece of art I've ever done to Savannah College of Art and Design to try to get a scholarship. Meanwhile, I got this lady up my street, my neighbor. She's like, "Oh, you look like a Morehouse man." You know, I think everybody's stories start like that.
Yeah.
So I put in the application to Morehouse. I get accepted. You know, not downplaying Morehouse, but art is my passion. So I had my eggs in this SCAD basket. So ended up being like the day before the last day to pay for registration. And SCAD didn't hit me back with no scholarship money, but I had applied to be a bonus scholar at Morehouse. And for those of you who don't know, that's pretty much a community service based scholarship.
Okay.
So in exchange for like tuition and stuff like that, you do 140 hours of community service per semester. You know,
Okay.
so I worked that in just like a class, and plus it gets to like help the immediate community. So you can't beat that. So Morehouse, the night of, I was supposed to drop that cash to register.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting here, you know, everybody emotional
Yeah,
and everything
yeah.
like that. We don't know. We get a nonchalant phone call. Yeah, you got the scholarship. I'm like, what? You know, mama crying. So crazy enough, I get a full ride pretty much to Morehouse. The next day, SCAD called me and say, we got $1,000 for you.
Oh man.
Man,
That's crazy, right?
that's
But
real crazy.
I said, you know what? Thank you, but I think I'll be
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take this full ride.
I think I said something like, take my talents to Morehouse. Like, go to LeBron.
You got both of your parents in the crib.
Yeah.
I knew that. That's dope.
Yeah,
Man,
man.
it's
dope.
definitely good. So, where you from originally now?
I'm from here.
You from here? Okay, so it's just like you had that choice to, I guess, go like out of town, and then it's like, so that what's that reality check for you? Like being from Atlanta and then going to school in Atlanta. Like, is there sometimes like feeling like you away, or are you still at home type thing?
It's a real weird feeling because the Savannah College of Art and Design has two campuses, right?
Yeah.
You got the one in Atlanta, the one in Savannah. But the one in Atlanta didn't offer the majors that I would have tried to go for. So the whole
Gotcha.
plan was like, you know, so whole time gearing up to leave home, it's like you about to go far away. So my mindset is like, okay, I got to grow as a person. I'm putting all this pressure on myself. And then I get a full ride to Morehouse. And mom told me, she was like, we going to still act like you live like, you know, 3 states over. But if you ever need something. So it's like, I still got that cushion there.
Yeah.
But I'm more independent than ever, you know. And it's a good feeling knowing like, you know, you right down the street. But at the same time, it's like I want to grow off and kind of, you know.
That's so important, man, because it's just crazy. Like we having this conversation, but I was talking about grandma today.
Yeah.
You know, and every now and then, like, you know, I'll call my grandma just to check on to see how she doing, and we'll just get into these like intense conversations. And like
It'd be like that.
Yeah, my grandma was just like, you know, we were just talking. I ain't gonna, you know, cause I don't want to throw any of my siblings or cousins or anything like that on the bus. But we were just having a casual conversation about like just what being a man is really about. And we was talking about like, you know, you can't. It's hard to be a man and stay at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like when your parents are gonna always see you as
Their baby.
their baby.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault. It's just like that's what they see. Like you're.
They
at
brought
home.
you into this world, so they're gonna see you like
They're
that.
gonna see you like that until you go out. Like, you know, if you at home and they leave work and come back and you at the house, y'all basically doing the same thing. That's what they see. Like it was like, oh, nothing changed. Like you at home. And so my grandma, we were just really talking about like, you know, you gotta take certain steps to make life happen. Because without that, you here. Like 5 years go by and you wondering why everything still feels the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for somebody like you, like to have those parents to say like, look, we're gonna still treat you like you 3 states over.
Yeah.
Basically telling you like, hey, bro, you can't be coming home all the time.
Yeah,
Like
and
you in
it's,
college, enjoy college. You know.
It's a weird feeling because like they love me to death,
Mhm.
and you know they don't trip when I don't come home, but at the same time it's like when you do come home, you know, we gonna spend some quality time.
Yeah.
But you know they understand I'm trying to really go out here and make something of myself.
Yeah.
So that may warrant me not, you know, being as close or direct as I usually be. You know, so
over at, I know you said that SCAD, you had dreams of like, you know, art is everything for you. So when you're not able to go to SCAD where all these, like, you know, you said you use your words, all your eggs in one basket,
Yeah.
and to come to Morehouse, what was the real difference for you? Like, are you able to still do your art? Are you majoring in art and architecture?
Yeah,
at
well, the
Morehouse?
craziest thing is that the second I got accepted into Morehouse, I realized God and all the higher ups had a purpose for me that I didn't even know yet.
Gotcha.
So I went in originally as an engineering major because I went to a you know, engineering high school or whatever, and my whole thing was that we'd be taking apart VCRs, but I'm sitting here like, yo, I can't wait to get back to the dorm room. I can EQ this snare, or I could work on this beat, or I could write. You know how it go.
Yeah.
So at a point very recently, I'd say I realized that in order for me to really do what I want to do, I got to jump. And that's quoting directly Steve Harvey. I don't know if y'all seen it.
Yeah,
but he
I
said,
seen
you know,
that, yeah.
you got to jump. You know, you got to really, you don't want to be 60, 70 years old with a lot of money, but not happy or sitting there wondering what what God really had out there for you. So I made a decision to jump. So now, you know, I got many passions, but one of my passions is to like get into the drama and the acting and stuff like that. So right now I'm a drama major, you know, because the music's gonna be there, the art's gonna be there, but you know, I'm trying to make as many connections as possible. So it's just a great feeling, you know. And even though Morehouse is a liberal arts school, like I said, most of the stuff is outside the class.
Gotcha.
That's the best part about it, I could say.
Word.
So, music, right?
Yeah.
Where did this come from? Because I know you're saying like you hear, you have that raw talent like creatively. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to go to SCAD. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for people that don't know, like SCAD is just that's one of them top tier when it comes to like just art and design, hands down. So you don't just have a dream of going to SCAD if you don't have like art in your heart. You know what I'm saying? So like, how did that shift from that type of art come to like you want to get behind the mic?
Well, I could tell a story. Like I was, I've been kind of like writing poetry, writing raps ever since I was young. You know, 8, 9 years old. You know, textbook story. But I don't know. I was just a real introverted kid. You know, got picked on the whole 9 or whatever, and I used to use my words to kind of tell a story or kind of like vent. You know, so being like I said, I'm a young head. So like when I was born or whatever, my birthday was kind of like a week behind the I guess the deadline to hold you back a year. Yeah. So when my parents did, they enrolled me in private school to like the 2nd or 3rd grade. So now I'm coming back to public school. I'm already the youngest. So now like I'm coming in with this underdog statement, like, you know, trying to fit in, trying to be cool, all of this stuff. And then I realized I was very talented, you know, and we used to have this thing called the Discovery Program, which is kind of like a magnet thing. And, you know, I realized at very young age I was gifted, you know, but I didn't realize until later on in life that it doesn't matter trying to fit in. So while I'm going through all that, I'm writing, just writing. And it kind of cultivated from there. You know, my father, he has a passion for music. DJing is his baby, his love, you know. So before I even picked up a pen and started writing, you know, I'm listening to all the greatest cuts of ever, you know. He mixing and scratching and doing his thing. So it's just kind of like the seed was planted very young, and you know, life happened, and here I am, you know. Just music, just one of the things I can say that I get into, but it's just like that's my main thing. Gotcha. I just want to incorporate everything else into that, you know. So here we are, you know.
That's dope. That's dope, first
Thank
of all. Second of all, I just want to get back on this father thing. Yeah. Like, how important was that in your upbringing, man? Like, I mean, I'm just one of them people that thinks a man's supposed to be in the child's life. You know what I mean? So how much of an impact did he have on you?
My father has had a great and a huge impact. And you know, it's one of those things, it's like, I wouldn't even look at it as being privileged or nothing crazy like that, but it's just like, you don't realize how different it is until you know, you start connecting with people who you can tell didn't have like a stable, not even a father figure, just a stable male figure in their life. You know, we in the era of women. Some women, you know, they raising men, and now, you know, they raising them on women morals. You know, I'm not here to say anything is right or wrong, but it's just like a man should raise a man. You know, a woman can teach a man how to be a good person, but only a man can teach a man how to be a good man. Yeah. You know, so it was one of those things. It's natural. You know, I grew up to be a great person and a great man because of my parents, and I wouldn't know what it feels like to not be that. You know what I'm saying? So his impact was, you know, it's undescribable. Yeah. You know.
And I know you say it's not, you don't want to say it's a privilege, but in today's age,
and that's the sad part. Yeah, that's the sad part. It's a privilege.
It's a privilege, man, for sure. Okay, that's dope.
I'm glad you asked that question too, Hennessy, because like you said, like today's time, it doesn't happen. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's almost, it's not as common now to have both of the parents in the household for whatever reason. You know what I mean? It could be. You know,
it's a lot of reasons that like come into one. Yeah,
it's a lot of reasons, but you know, and you can tell the difference. You can see it. You know what I mean? And for me, I'm like you. My parents, they've been together for 32. They've been married for like 32
strong
years.
Relationships.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it took me a while because like 2 of my closest friends to this day, their situation wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't that. Like, you know what I mean? But growing up, I didn't see it because those were just my homeboys, so I didn't think about it. But as I got older, I started noticing like, man,
different paths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People would take different mindsets, different morals.
Absolutely. And those are my boys too. And they are, one of them is become like a great father. You know what I'm saying? His dad was actually there, but he didn't have that mother and father. His parents were divorced. And my other homeboy, his dad, his dad was around, but not like, you know what I mean, in the household and stuff like that.
Right.
So you kind of took it, for granted. And in my family, my mom and dad, mostly all of my cousins, dad is not really there. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So my dad really played the father role for like a lot of my cousins, and I didn't notice it. As a kid, you just kind of like, oh, cool. Yeah, they just coming over to the house. So like, my dad
cool with
doing
everybody.
This. Yeah, you ain't paying attention to it. But then as you get older, you see like, no, they really was looking at my dad to be like their father figure.
The provider and stuff like that.
It's amazing, man, how important it is just to have that. You know what I mean? So I can see it. I definitely see it in you.
Yeah. So Herb, when I was saying earlier about us having power, just don't know how to use it. Like, I think that's a power that we should utilize as men. You know what I'm saying? Just if it's possible, stay in your kids' life, especially these young boys out here. You know what I mean? Let's push them, mold them into men. You feel me? Because we ain't getting that. Like he said, a woman could raise a good person,
a great person.
Yeah. I'm a great person,
right?
But I'm sitting here 30-something years old, teaching myself how to be a man, though.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I can just feel this guy's energy. Like he's already, if not on my level, a step or two ahead of me.
Yeah.
Just because he had a dad in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the powers that I talk about utilizing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It starts at the crib.
Absolutely, man. I think you hit the nail on the head. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that stuff. And I know you hear, you got music and stuff like this, but I think this is real though. Yeah, this is real, real conversation. For you and your journey, man, like, and forgive me because I forgot the record that you performed the last time you were at PAG.
Talking about like last week or like long time ago?
No, the last week.
Cold Ass Winter.
That's it.
Yeah.
That record at Hennessy, man. Like, can you just quote a few lines off of it, bro? Like, do I need to drop the beat?
And you know what? I wish let me see if I can send you this joint or something like that. But I can definitely quote a couple lines from it. Let me see.
Can you rap it to this beat?
I mean, we can make it do.
We can make it
that BPM kind of fast though.
What you want? We slow. Where you at? Tell me the BPM you at. We'll get there.
Where we at now?
That's about 97.
Bring it about like 87.
Something about 87. Hold on. We gonna get there. Hold on, y'all bear with me, real quick.
Yeah, I'll rap a couple lines from the second verse. Matter of fact, it's a line in there that's crazy how everything comes full circle, because it's a line in there talking about father figures and stuff like that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Live on the Good Hennec Show.
Yeah. Listen, cold ass winter. Yo, this girl I went to school with just followed me on Twitter, even followed me on Insta, left a comment on the picture from like 27 weeks ago. Told me to DM her, so I did. Now we all up in the moment reminiscing. She say she need advice, and so I asked her what's the deal. She told me she was stressing, I just couldn't understand. She got a full ride to Kennesaw. Don't she know that that's a blessing? But she grew up without a father figure, so she get taken advantage of by a lot of niggas. Them type of niggas to start fights at the party niggas. Them grab the bottle for the picture, but couldn't afford the bottle niggas. And she say she wanna quit school and be a stripper like them Instagram model women. Them women who ain't never had a job, that wanna pop it, never got that home training from their mama. But who am I to be politicking? Cause when them same women pop up on my screen, I stop and watching, I stop and listen to that booty clapping in them leggings. That's another conversation for another session. Let us get back to the topic with it. You ain't gotta be that type of woman. You better than that. I seen your vision back when we was little. When we went to Chapel Hill, middle school, all in Decatur. You was so strong there. What happened to the girl? She blossomed to a woman. Oh my goodness. Who's not asking me for advice to get a hold of her life and get it back together. Listen to me when I tell you, girl, it's very simple. Just grab a jacket and a coat and maybe add a sweater. Take a step outside that door and embrace the weather. It may be cold at first, but trust me, it'll make you better. Cause girl, if you could make it through this cold ass winter, you could run the city of Atlanta. Hey,
dopeness.
Matter of fact, it was actually a little bit faster than that, but
yeah,
I like that.
Smooth over that.
I like that. That's what I'm saying. I like that. We might have to get a Good Hennessy remix, re-release it.
For sure.
Hey, I'm telling you though that's what I was talking about though.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that right there. That's
what
dope,
I'm
man.
talking about.
That's dope.
You just it's that. Well, before you got here, I don't know if you were here when we said it, but with the Ross situation, were you here? I can't remember. Now.
What Ross situation?
Well, we were just talking about how Ross is always in character.
Yeah, I was in character,
I mean?
yeah.
And so that story that you just told is, number one, it's such a vulnerable story because it puts you in a places.
It's honest.
And so honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't know Ross' lifestyle or anything like. I don't know. I only go off of what I have, but that is one of those songs that you just, if I never knew who you were, I know you now.
Yeah.
I know you now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to meet this girl. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that.
So many folks like, who is this shorty you talking about?
Exactly.
Man?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so we need that in music. You know what I mean? Like we need that more.
And it's funny you say that, man, because Atlanta, for one, the music industry is here right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's and not even just the music industry. Atlanta's the new Black Hollywood. Because all the black filmmakers, all the black actors, they saying we tired of going and being casted out in Hollywood. So let's make something right here. That's why you have so many people cultivating and coming to Atlanta. So it's like you're bound to get a lot of people that are following the same dreams. And that's what I observed growing up.
Yeah.
Everybody was a rapper, everybody was a singer, everybody was a fashion designer, everybody was a dancer, everybody has a studio, everybody, and it's just like after a while it's like, okay, how do we differentiate ourselves? And I told myself, okay, who are my favorite artists and why do I connect with them? You know what I'm saying? Look at yourself first, because 9 times out of 10 you're a lot more similar to the person sitting next to you than you think. Only thing that's stopping you from knowing that is these walls that we put up because we got insecurities. We want to seem bigger than life, which goes back to the whole being cool thing. You feel me? So it's like on records like Cold Ass Winter, it's like I'm in Atlanta, the music capital of the world, I could call it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm being biased, but it's like, am I gonna come out with with Amigos flow? And that's shout out to Thug, shout out to the Migos and everything like that. Yeah. But it's just like they did it in a way to where even the bigger stars, like what I'm saying, Drake might even come on with a Migos flow. He took it and ran with it, and dropped the whole album straight Migos flow. Yeah, and he made money off it. Shout out to him. But it's just like nobody's making. I don't feel, this is my opinion. Not as many people are making honest music anymore. And it's like we're attaching ourselves. We're trying to find ourselves through material possessions. We're attaching ourselves to dreams. Everybody in Atlanta does not sell drugs.
Can you say that one more time?
Everybody in Atlanta does not sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Atlanta does not spend 24/7 in Magic City. Yeah. Those are lifestyles that I'm pretty sure that you can enjoy from time to time. But it's like what we do is with music, the best thing about music is we put our headphones on and we go away. You know what I'm saying? But what happened is, like back in the day, you could listen to a song and be like, man, this song just take me someplace. Now it's taking us to a place that some of these people that they rapping about it don't even live. You know what I'm saying? You got people, and it's like, why would I, having this privilege of having a good home, go out there and just pretty much break down the entire foundation that my parents set up by rapping about a lifestyle that I don't live? Yeah. So the only thing left for me to do is talk about what I see and what I observe. You know what I'm saying? So I make honest and vulnerable music because at the end of the day, I want people, like, I can do all of this stuff. I can, go down as greatest rapper. We putting that in the universe too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I want people to know, I'm an honest and a genuine person. Yeah. Because we need that because the industry is a beast. Yeah. So just honest music, we need that, man, especially in Atlanta.
Man, shouts out to your parents, man.
Yeah. Mama, that I love you.
They did a great job, man.
Yeah.
You coming to this show with morals and everything, man. That's dope. And that's a privilege for me to sit here and be beside somebody with morals. And that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Because that shouldn't be a privilege, but that's a privilege.
But I tell not to cut you off, I tell everybody, you only as good as the people that are around you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a sponge. People say, wow, you so this, why you so that, looking at it like at music, everybody's influenced by somebody. You know, looking at knowledge and wisdom, everything comes from somewhere else. Just make sure you got a good source. So it's like the knowledge that you say I'm dropping right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't even take full credit to that. You know what I'm saying? You got my environment, you got my upbringing, you got my parents, you got Atlanta, you got people that are on a completely different spectrum and see things in a completely different way that I've encountered that have even changed my perspective on some things. So I'm a sponge. So the way you think about it, you got a sink full of water. You take that sponge, you dip it in, it soak up all the water. Yeah. And you go to the other side of the sink and you squeeze it. Now you just letting that water out. I'm a sponge. We all sponge. Right. You know what I'm saying? God is the plug. We the extensions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We just vessels.
He over here dropping.
Hey man, another one. It's a major key.
That's a major
killing
key.
Them over here.
Major key.
No, but I mean, you know, these.
That's real though.
That's real, man. Yeah. You know, we can get as metaphorical as it is, but it's real simple. You know, we just as good as the people that are around us, man. That's why we gotta love.
I don't want to say nothing after that, but I'm just gonna keep it all the way funky with you. Henderson, you got something?
I mean, nah, it's dope. I want to keep the brother talking.
Hey, we can talk about whatever, man. I'm just here to have a good time.
Definitely.
So look, what's next? What you got coming out, man? Let's talk about this.
Yeah. So it's funny that you say that. You know, I've had a series of I would call home studio projects that I've released and stuff like that, which are very honest, very vulnerable, like we said, very experimental, trying to find myself as a person, not only as an artist. But the one thing, like I was talking to a film director, and he said you can go to any movie theater and the film quality could be horrible. It could look like it could be filmed with a toaster, but the audio quality is there, then you got a film. But if you have a film with great visuals, but then the audio quality ain't there, you ain't got nothing. So what I found myself, and somebody told me something very honest, he said, you know, you got this low quality music, not verse wise, not content wise, but for the listener's ear. You know, you got distorted vocals, you got unmastered tracks. What you gonna do with that? So this next project, you know, after being that kid that was rapping in the basement, cutting grass all summer, painting mailboxes, you know what I'm saying, all summer in my neighborhood, trying to save money and get up a mic, you know what I'm saying, recording, trying to learn how to do mixing and master. I've come to a point to where I realize, even though God has blessed you with gifts, you got to allow people to help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, cool. Now you're trying to go to these studios, but at the same time, it's like you don't want to be too eager, because folks are. I've sat there and sat in studios where people just pick beat 27 out of 142 and then sell it to you as if that's the beat that God picked for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So with this next project, I feel like quality is gonna be there. It's called Product of My Generation. And like I told you before, I'm 19 years old. So this project is going to release on September 17th, 2016, which would be my 20th birthday. It's going to be a 13-track. I would call it an album, but we're going to call it a free mixtape because I ain't got the money to clear the samples. and you know how that go. I ain't trying to get sued. But tracks like Cold As Winter, it shows that, like you said, I had a good upbringing, but I'm an old soul. I'm a product of the music that my father played in the house when I was younger. So that song Cold As Winter is actually a sample of Kool in the Gang. And I wouldn't know to go back and sample that unless. So this next project, I'm a huge observer. Like I said, I'm a sponge. So it's just like, I want people to understand that we have a voice more than anything. And not just like vocal cords, but like a voice that we can inflict change. Like the world is in our hands right now. And that's the scariest and the best thing at the same time. So it's like, I feel as if I can be a voice not only for me, but for my generation. So while I'm addressing everything that, and you know, this is nothing on y'all, but sometimes older generations, you know, you guys understand that the word is in our hands, so you pressure us a lot. You say you don't do this. You know, everything is to keep in line, but you got to appreciate at the end of the day. It's like, don't do this, don't do that. I'm addressing everything from both perspectives at a neutral standpoint and saying, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm a product of my generation. You know what I'm saying? I know folks that say they pants. That don't define them as a person. They just said they made a bad choice. I know folks that sell drugs. That don't define them as a person. That just say they're in a good struggle. I know folks with 4.0s. That don't mean they privileged. They don't mean they not. I'm a product of my generation. I'm a product of my environment, my surroundings, the people I love, the people that like me, don't like me, everything. So this next project, like I said, I just want to make a full, honest project to where somebody who's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50 can relate to it in some way and say, you know what, either I'm going to go through that in life, or either I'm going through it right now, or I've been through that. And I salute you, young brother. That's what I want from that.
This project done?
Nah, we working on it to this day.
Cool.
You already know what you're thinking.
You need to hit me up, man, because I need to be on there.
Yeah.
I need to drop some jewels on there.
Hey, dude.
Can I do the beat? I just want to know.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, man.
And,
hey,
we did that serious.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah.
Like for real. Yeah. We're going to make that happen. I'm inspired.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that's all I look to do, man.
Definitely.
Show.
It's on camera too, so we got to make sure.
Hey,
we do it.
Oh, yeah.
That's documentary. Like that's
Definitely, man. Well, look, we appreciate you coming through the Good Hennessy Show.
Man, it's a blessing, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Is there anything else you want to leave with the people, man, before you get out of here?
2 things, man. And I told Fire Me Up I was gonna do this, man. So if we can run it and clip the audio, I'm gonna do this little drop for DJ Fire Me Up. Shout out DJ Fire Me Up, the greatest DJ coming up in Atlanta, doing the old school cuts and the new school cuts. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the vibes good. I want to do that for him. And follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. At Lorenzo Raps, SoundCloud.com/LMATR, which stands for Lorenzo Moore as the Renaissance. Love music, love life, love yourself, people. It's been a good one. Bless.
Spell that out. Lorenzo Raps. Spell
LORENZO RAPS. Okay. That's Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and SoundCloud.com/LMATR. You know what I'm saying? So bless.
Word.
Hey man, we got to get in the lab, Hennessy.
We're
gonna do it.
Ace out now.
I got some beats right here that I'm gonna have to just.
Hey, as soon as this camera cut off, we can get it going right now.
We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Cool, man. Well, hey, we'll be right back.
I'm
over here. My mind already thinking about going to the lab. All right, we'll be right back. Good Hennessy Show.
All right.